Hey, so I have a question. Do all the from all the carvings, since we've seen multiple of the same letter, do they all look like the same person did it, or do they look different?
Same. All of them look the same.
I unlock the door and crack it a bit. Is there any reaction?
Wow. You immediately catch a whiff of something. Oh, you've got a good bet on what's up. You're thinking the bedpan needs changing. Yeah.
Substandard care here at
Not good.
Is there any reaction from the dude though?
He breathes.
Okay. I open it enough so I can look at the ceiling and stuff to see if there's anything carved in it.
You look around on a different wall over there. It says DEI, Delta Echo India. He doesn't have any windows either. It doesn't look like he'd really appreciate any windows, but he doesn't really do anything except breathe. He goes.
What was it? What was the initials in that one?
Delta Echo India.
This was door number 2.
Yes.
3? I'm sorry. 3, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yes, she is correct. And you still have many more fun doors. Fortunately, the only bad thing about this one, aside from his general appearance, is the smell.
And there was nothing names around? Nothing on the walls. There was no letters on the walls or James.
Of what? James' room?
Yeah. No. Okay. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, always a good idea.
Okay. So
is it DEO, you said? I'm sorry. My apologies.
DEI.
DEI.
Next door, you guys go over and slide open the slot, and there's this guy is sitting in there.
Hold on 1 second. I need to plug in my computer. So hang out. You can keep talking. I just.
You should be able to see the picture of the new guy that I unveiled. It's next to the nurse's hat.
Right. I knocked to get his attention.
He's wearing a shirt that says Lunatic on it.
What color are these shirts? They're white with red?
White with black. Black letters.
Lunatic? Okay.
Yes. Yours doesn't say anything. Hers says orderly. And then your buddy who's kind of like staring off into the distance and possibly drooling, his says Lunatic as well. The drool looks good on the Lunatic shirt. It looks natural, like it belongs there.
Did he look at me when I knocked on the door?
Yeah, he looks over and he has a expression on his face like,
I guess I'll do that thing where we just slightly crack the door open.
You notice when he does have a window, and the window's behind a metal mesh screen, and then it looks as though the window is covered in tinfoil. You poke your head in, and he does have letters in here. ILLW, India Lima Lima Whiskey. And he goes, hello.
Hello, how are you? I'm Dr. Tom. How are you?
Dr. Tom, I'm fine.
Has your doctor been in here to see you today?
Not yet. Not yet. And neither have they.
Yeah, they were in another room, and I had them.
He stands up.
No, they're not here. I had them leave outside another area.
You have them leave? Them? How could you have them leave? He says.
I'm the doctor. I'm one of the doctors here.
I didn't know you could control them.
Yes, I can.
My God.
Your doctor's name, what is it?
Wait, they came across intergalactic dimensions and you can control them?
Are you talking about the nurses that hover off the ground?
No, I was talking about the aliens that probed me.
Oh no, I don't know. I've never seen them.
God, I miss it.
You miss it?
Oh yes, they took me and abducted me and probed me again and again, and I don't know what they wanted. They never said a thing.
What the aliens look like?
They were about 3 feet tall, gray with big heads and big black eyes.
3 feet tall,
Yes,
gray,
yes,
with what?
big black eyes,
Big black eyes.
big bodies, long
Can
fingers.
you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
You've got to make them come back, Doctor. He begins advancing toward you. You've got
No,
to make them.
Sit down. Sit down. Relax. We'll see. I'll see what I can do for you. I just want to try to get some information from you.
Not sitting down. He's coming over very insistently. He says, I need more. More.
Well, I shut the door and pull the slot,
Oh, right. Shit.
and I wait for him to sit back down.
Just stands there in front of the door waiting.
He's a paranoid schizophrenic, is my guess.
You said he was probed by aliens.
Yeah, it's very
and he likes
common.
it.
It's a very common. It's a very common in paranoid schizophrenics. Either aliens or CIA or FBI or tracking them. Tinfoil hat crowd seems atypical paranoid schizophrenic.
Well, I tell you the words. He has ILLW written above the and inside there.
Oh, hello.
Can you hear me?
That could be Will.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that fits anything else.
So do we continue to talk to this gentleman or just move on to the next door?
He begins pounding on the door and saying, I need a good probing. He yells.
Hold on, let me try for a second. I know that you miss your probing, but if you don't sit down and cooperate, we can't ask them to come and probe you. They'll think that you're too unstable. They prefer stable patients.
I'm not unstable. You're the one that's unstable. This whole place is unstable. He pounds on the door.
You're absolutely correct. Now sit down, and we'll ask the Greys to come and get you.
He sticks his face up against the glass.
Okay.
Maybe you should turn your shirt inside out.
That's a good idea, actually.
He seems a bit excited right now. Maybe you should come back later, you're thinking.
Yeah. So, next door.
He's now doing what in the animal kingdom they call presenting, just FYI. All right, so next door, she's like, next over here we have. Right, you slide open the slot on this and see a pretty horrific scene because you don't get enough of them, apparently. And
Always great.
this one's underneath the swimming pool picture, if you remember where that is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's lovely.
And that's all blood, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it looks like some sort of bathtub with blood and stuff like that. And also like drawn in the dried blood are letters EEY, Echo Yankee. And you see inside of this room, which is locked on your end, you see one of those weird, creepy floating guys with a mop that seems to be listlessly pushing it back and forth. And you notice that one small spot of the floor is pretty clean and the rest of it is disgusting. And it just continues pushing it back and forth over that one spot. There are windows here. They look like they're frosted glass and lit.
Windows, frosted, you said?
Yes.
I asked the nurse to leave the room.
You're gonna open the door, and it's orderly.
Oh, I thought it was open. I'm sorry.
No, it's closed. You guys are very paranoid about going into places and dealing with lunatics for some reason.
When we open the thing, can I look around? Is there anybody else in there? There's just this faceless nurse.
Just that one. Give me a nurse Sandy roll. If you make it, it's 0 points. It's just creepily pushing this mop back and forth.
All of us, or just him?
Jesus, God Almighty!
If you miss it, it's a D6, as these are horrifying. It's just floating there, pushing it. How'd you do on your Sandy roll, Jess?
Oh, wait. Yeah. Let me do that real quick. Sorry.
You're fine. This is not disturbing. You're watching the other guys going, ah. They both look like they got spiders down their pants or something. Did you blow a pause and still miss it, Corey?
No, I didn't blow a pause.
Oh.
That would be John, I think.
Yeah, I rolled I wrote a 1 on a D6.
Oh, okay. What's your D6 roll there, Corey?
3.
Cool. Keep track. These things max at 12, whatever they're called. So under your Sandy sheet, if you guys figure out a name for them, and then you write in your current sand losses that you've taken toward them, and then in the max thing, it'd be 12.
I just put down like faceless, and then they're orderlies, right?
Well, yeah, the orderlies, nurses, doctors that are floating around, they're all the same kind of creature.
And the max is 12, you said?
Correct.
All right, so should we crack open the door?
Steve, it comes over to the door and just stands in front of it.
Go clean up the room where it has the poop in there.
It kind of waits.
Door number, what was it? I looked at Steven. Was that there?
3.
Go clean room of 3, please.
It waits. You guys are between it and the exit.
All right, I step aside.
You guys step aside. It goes over to it left the mop. So, if one of you wants to get on that, I mean, you do have an orderly with you. But yeah, it heads over to door number 3 and will hopefully.
Does the stick unscrew from the mop?
Yes.
I unscrew the stick from the mop and keep it.
You now have a new stick.
Or a staff.
Yay!
Yeah.
Got it.
What is so what was he mopping over? Is there anything on the floor that he just continuously
Was mopping the same small patch.
All right, what's under the patch? I moved the mop
Oh, just a very moderately clean floor.
Okay. Is there anything in the room that you can use as since he has a stick? Is there anything else we could use possibly as weapons if we need be?
Weapons, sure. Well, they're like back in the rubble-strewn hallway that you guys went through. If you guys want like clubs, there's clubs in there. Like old fire extinguisher that doesn't have any tags or stuff in it and all that. Yeah.
What's inside this room fully?
Pretty much as you see in the picture there. It's got an old radiator. You're guessing that there's some reason that like it's hooked up. Oh, there's some scalpels in here. There's various like pans and stuff. It looks like for some reason blood was collected or let in here a lot.
I'm going to collect the scalpels.
Sure. You pick up 5 sharp, old, dirty scalpels. I don't recommend using them for anybody that you like, but other than that.
Is there a sink in there I can clean them off with?
Yeah, the water's kind of nasty coming out, but I mean they're not going to be sterilized. But yeah, you get the excess blood and stuff off of them.
I looked at Allie. I said, "Would you like one of these?"
Yeah, it'd be helpful.
Yeah,
Doc?
these basically count as tiny, so they're D3.
Yeah, I'll take one too.
The only bad thing is they have no holsters, sheaths, or any convenient way to carry it other than in your hand. Clutched in your hand like a crazy person, right? And giving one to the guy who's got a lunatic shirt on makes you feel a little irresponsible, right?
Actually, I don't have any pockets or anything, so I'll just carry the staff.
I was going to
It
say,
could
I
be
don't
useful
recommend
for other
putting these in pockets.
Well, these scalpels sometimes they, oh no, I don't. They're not kind of like a pen type thing that would have like a that would sit on a no.
These are very old-fashioned scalpels. They're pretty much just a metal rod with a razor blade in the end. So putting them in your pocket, not advisable.
Yeah.
Could be done, but you know, at
Yeah.
some point you might get pricked, and that would just suck.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing in here that like a casing or anything in any drawers or anything.
Nope, they were just laying in the tray.
What else was on the tray?
Piece of cloth.
Clean,
No,
dirty, filthy.
bloody.
I'm actually only going to take one of the one scalpel.
Yeah, they're really actually your fist does about as much damage, except that in this game system, just FYI for everybody, bigger is better. A lot of people are like, "Oh, I like knives and it's stylish," and yeah, they do shitty damage in this system. A good, solid sword every time.
I'm just thinking in case we have to cut something besides a person.
Oh yeah, for other cutting your head off. Yes, that will be fine.
So other than that, there's nothing interesting in this room.
Now, other than the letters that I already mentioned, Echo, Echo, Yankee, EEY.
I'm ready to move on to the next if you guys are.
Oh yeah.
No problem. You guys go over and look through the thing. You see looks like a patient is bent over a table being spanked by
Nice.
one of those floating things in the nurse's uniform. And the guy is saying, "Yes, Daddy, yes."
Yes, Daddy, yes.
It's just
Is it? Well, he seems to be enjoying it, so I don't know if I want him to stop.
right.
Should we just look for letters? And then quietly leave?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Are you the one poking your head and looking around then, Corey?
Probably somebody a little more mentally stable should do that. I'm guessing.
I'll take a peek, I guess.
I've suffered some severe blows to my psyche.
No problem. While you've got your head in there and are poking it around, the guy looks at you and goes.
What did he do?
He goes, and he keeps getting spanked. There's no letters in here, so you quickly retreat, close, and lock.
Yes.
No problem. The next door that you guys come to, you open the slot thing, and maybe a meter or two away is a thick black curtain that prevents you from seeing any further. Give me listen rolls.
My rolls haven't been good. I'm almost afraid to roll now, too.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's gonna work.
I think the algorithm success.
Way to
Yeah,
roll first, though.
I'm a success, too.
You guys hear faint, distant, big band music.
Like
Loud?
1920s big band music?
Pardon, Corey? I can't hear you.
Like 1920s big band music?
Give me a history roll, or music appreciation roll, or music lore.
Success on history.
You're thinking 1940s?
Okay. Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anybody in here, do we have the door crack open? I'm sorry.
No, you've just got the slot open. Because you guys are checking first before rushing into the lunatic thing, yeah.
If we, it's okay to maybe crack it open and ask them if they can pull the curtains open for us.
If you want to do that.
Sure.
You do so? No answer.
Now, when we open a door, you said it kind of illuminates the inside too?
Well, it does for about 4 or 5, 6 feet, and then there's a heavy black curtain. It looks like a hallway rather than a room.
Ah. A hallway. Maybe put a. All right. Well, I guess I'll walk in and I'll pull the curtain open.
You open the curtain and it's much darker beyond, but it looks like after another 2 meters is another big black curtain.
As I'm walking, I'm not like if I can't see, I'm kind of like being cautious.
Sure. Yeah. You open it and then you open this curtain and then you see another curtain, another 2 meters past. So basically, yeah.
All right. Well, I'll just continue to walk down and.
All right. He goes in, the curtain closes behind him, and the other two just watch like, well, he's got
probably, right? Yeah, we should probably either go after him or just accept
I say,
this situation.
What do you guys coming, going, staying?
Can we hear him?
I'm guessing he sticks his head out and says that, or you can hear him you can hear him faintly. The curtains are pretty thick and sound dampening.
How many more doors after this one was there?
Several.
There's like 4, right? You said there was 11?
1, 2, 3, 4. She's got the fucking countdown, yes.
How much further does this room go? Maybe we should check the other doors before we go down this rabbit hole.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, if there's any other hallways, we should just go through this. Then.
Where's the music playing from?
Just beyond the next curtain. He's not coming back, guys. What do? You're like, maybe.
Yeah, I stopped as I turned around and asked them if they were coming. I didn't move any further.
Okay. Did you want to poke your head back out of the curtain to talk to him, or just stand?
Yeah. And I said, yo, the music's coming from this next curtain. Do you want to check, or do you just want to? What do you want to do?
Yeah, we can.
Sure. It's right there.
I'll just wait.
Logan, are you guys going, or are you just waiting until he gets killed and eaten?
We'll go in the room, but I want to. Is the bar that locks the door? Is it removable?
If you had a tool, yes.
Unless one person stays, and doesn't matter.
One person should stay just in case it locks behind us.
All right. Do you want to stay?
Sure. I'm trying to figure out these letters anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Me too. All right. I'll go with the other guy.
So Tom. The two guys that went, give me Sandy rolls, please.
Oh God. Shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that's a bitch.
I made it.
Cool. 0 if you make it. Corey, did you fail it again?
Of course I did. I'm losing sand rapidly.
D6 as we explore your psyche.
Well, D6, did you say?
Yeah, it goes towards space-time distortion, so who knows? You may get that crap maxed out.
How do you? What's the max 20 on that one?
It's on the character sheet. I think it's 12. But I could be wrong.
Maybe a permanent resident here soon.
Hooray! At least you'll fit in wearing your lunatic shirt. You guys peer beyond the curtain, and I'm putting up some new pics here. Yeah, you should be able to see all of them. It looks like it opens out into, hold on, let me give some narrative here. A large dance hall. It's about the size of an Olympic ice rink. Highly polished wood floor, high dome ceilings with masses of spotlights that change color as they revolve. All of the presumably external windows have heavy black curtains up. There seems to be several other heavy curtains, presumably covering other doors. There's plush settees, that's like a short, uncomfortable couch along the wall with a scattering of tables and chairs. One end is the standing around area and the other end is the stage. It looks like there's a bunch of people, many of which seem to be in old-timey uniforms of some sort. I'll take history rolls. And most of the people here are in uniforms. Even the old people are in some sort of uniform, although it might be like I used to be in this army thing or whatever, and then I retired and I've still got my uniform type deal. Did you make your history, Corey?
I didn't.
Stop muting yourself, Corey, because you forget to unmute yourself.
Yes, I did. Yes.
This is World War II vintage all the way. You're going to guess Britain because World War II, Britain uniforms, as you can see there, everywhere. And they're doing the kind of dances that, if you don't know what you're doing, will result in severe injury to your partner, i.e. the waltz and foxtrot. And the guy who is the single guy in the picture there, he says, "Welcome to Jubilee Hall. I am Mr. Jack Hughes, and I am your master of ceremonies." And they have a full orchestra here. Nobody's noticed you two as you stick your head through the second curtain thing.
Which one is the guy?
He is the blonde guy in the upper
left-hand side?
Correct.
Yeah, what was his name?
Jack Hughes.
Jack Hughes?
Yep.
Does that name have any historical significance?
It might. It's the kind of thing that if somebody figures out on their own, then they get a card. But yeah, it looks like it's a dance hall.
Is he related to Howard Hughes?
No. Howard Hughes didn't have any kids that I'm aware of. He just went really super crazy.
Like your brother or somebody.
Pardon?
Could have been brother. British Army, Jack Hughes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big flag, a big British flag in the background really gives it away. Yes.
That seemed like a bad spot.
Yep. Everybody else is dressed wildly differently than you guys are. And just so you know, the dance halls were the Tinder of their day.
The Tinder?
The Tinder of their day.
I get you.
She got it immediately.
I understand.
Young people with their fancy computer programs and stuff.
Is there like a coat room nearby?
Yeah.
No, not close to this door, unfortunately, but take a card for asking a very good question. You're thinking that you guys would definitely stick out here.
So the master of ceremonies, he's like up by...
He's on the other end, far away, up on the stage with the band, and he's doing the conducting it thing and all that.
Okay. And the military personnel are all dancing.
Yep. Or are standing against one wall, talking to each other and eyeing the women. Many of the women are also in uniform. I think they're the WAGs or something, or WOCs or something like that. The Women's Air Corps, and Women's Medical Auxiliary, et cetera, et cetera. Because World War II, they discovered, by God, we do need women to do stuff other than produce children. Hooray! So yeah, there's looks like, and then he announces the contest dance will begin shortly for this lovely chest of drawers, and they show this chest of drawers, and you're like, neat. So yeah, they're gonna have a dance competition for a piece of furniture in not too long.
I'm really at a loss as to what we can accomplish here.
Maybe a way out.
We could ask them if they have a change of clothes. But,
for you?
Yeah, for me. But other than that, there's no exit, right? Other than where we walked in.
No, there seem to be several other exits, but they all have those dark curtains for whatever purpose those dark curtains are. If anybody can tell me what those dark curtains are especially called, because they do have a special name, I'll give you a card.
Blackout drapes.
Blackout curtains.
She said it first. Take a card, lady.
Let's go back and check the other doors, and then come back here.
You want to see if you want to get a coat first?
Explore this. Now let's just go.
Okay.
No problem. You guys head to the next room, and it is currently open. It's not barred. Hey, the two guys returned, so they didn't get killed. Neat.
Oh, welcome back. I figured out some of the letters or some of the words, if you guys want to know, but I can't figure out some of them.
Sure.
So here's my thought. The most unique letter that we have right now is a Z. I think we can figure out where the Z goes. The rest of it we could probably will fall in line.
Yeah.
That is a unique letter, and there's not many words that contain that or use that. So that's what we should focus on, trying to figure out words with that Z.
I'm trying to do it. What?
I say I'm curious to hear what you got.
Okay, so I'm trying to do it like based on the room they're in, as in they're all one word, right? So we got an O and a T, so that's 2. And then in another room we got BE, which is B. And then the only thing I could think of for IST is sit. And then I don't know GOZ and DHLOSU. I'm trying to figure out that one for a while.
Or if it's some kind of language, maybe TIS.
DEI would be die.
Yeah, and then will, and then the other one was I, EYE.
DHOSU could be shod.
Should.
No, that needs an L.
There is an L in that one. DHLOSU.
There was an L in there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't think so.
Huh?
I don't remember there being an L in there.
Well, I wrote one down, so I sure hope there was.
Did you write one down, John?
What room was it for?
I don't remember. It was a 4th room we got. Or wait.
I got an ILLW and
No, wait. So it was back in the beginning. I think it was before any room we got. And we'll be.
Let's see, Doc Corey, give me a memory roll.
Okay.
Make it easy.
Oh.
It shows 3 cows, one of which is playing a fiddle. The other 2 are dancing around in a circle with each other. Nope. Too much sand loss, you think? I've had too much sand loss.
I wonder if these words will have any meaning to the picture.
So it could be GOZ could be a name, maybe.
Or something misspelled, as in goes.
Or Zog.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Zog is a name, and then should die is really obvious.
If this has to do with the aliens too, could be like that name Zog maybe could be made one of the aliens that were probing that guy.
Yeah.
Some kind of a weird name.
Well, I don't know if the time period has anything to do with it, but everything's been around the 40s and 50s. We haven't really broken out of that range yet. Also, around that same time was Roswell, so that could explain the alien dude getting probed. I mean, he would fit right in there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we check door number 8.
Yeah, let's keep checking. Maybe it'll help.
Door number 8 it is.
You guys head over to the open door, and in there, I've unveiled another picture. It's close to the guy who liked to get probed, close to the nurse's hat picture. It's a bunch of symbols on the wall that appear to have been drawn with human feces. There's a guy in an orderly, or one of those weird floating creepy guys, who's like slowly scrubbing the wall, like they're working on cleaning it off.
Is that in paper or is it just written on the wall, you said?
It appears to be written on the wall in human shit.
Damn.
All these symbols?
Yes.
I wonder if that guy that was getting probed would know what these Mean.
If the PCs do, I'll give you a freaking refill if you can identify what those symbols are. They are real life things.
Is it enough? It's not Enochian, is it?
No. It's a
One of
good
them
guess.
is a math symbol, but I don't know what it is.
What's that?
I said one of them's a math symbol, like a.
It's alchemy.
Yes, refill your hand. They are all alchemical symbols. Also, take a check in occult, Corey, if you don't have one already.
I have not made any occult rolls this game.
Yeah, I'm just giving you a check for personally knowing that.
Oh, we should probably tell him to stop scrubbing the wall because we probably need it.
Yeah, you do so, and it stands there and looks at you with its faceless face, its plain white face. It seems to be looking at you with no eyes. No eyes. Of course, you're not freaked out. The other two have been losing all of their sanity. And so they're like, ah! And
Well, because I've been sending them out before me. I tell him to go help the guy in room 3 and then move it out of the way for him.
all right, you move out of the way. The other two appear to panic and stand there. It stops and looks at them.
Is there mirrors in this room?
Negative. There's been quite a lack of mirrors in this whole crazy house. The creature is still standing there waiting for an exit.
I get out of its way.
Yes.
It goes away. It goes off to help the other guy change bedpans, maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. This place definitely needs some cleaning.
So that's
There's
all that's in
no-
there?
Just the alchemy stuff. There's no other.
No other stuff. Just that, inexplicably on the wall.
Door number 9.
Right, you guys go over to the.
Wait. Whoa.
Oh,
Hang on now.
I'm happy to go faster as slow as you want. Sure.
Is this okay? Is there any rhyme or reason to these? Is this an alchemical formula?
No, it does not appear to be.
It's like an alchemical alphabet, basically.
Yeah. Well, kind of. Air, earth, fire, water, etc.
Right. Is there? Okay, I look around the room.
It appears to be the same kind of room as the other ones. There's nothing that really makes it different.
Nothing stands out.
No, it doesn't even have a window.
So there's seemingly no rhyme or reason why an alchemical alphabet or alchemical guide is inscribed on this wall in particular.
Correct.
Okay. All right. I guess we can move on.
We can always come back too.
Is there something missing from it? Or
Not that you know of. I mean, give me an alchemy roll.
I do have some skill in that.
Wow. Actually, everybody can do a roll. You might get a check in your learn. Getting a check in learn is a big deal. Did you make it, Corey?
I did.
Wow. No, there's no. It's kind of like somebody said, I want you to list all the alchemical symbols and make them in shit. And then they did.
Okay, we can move on.
Cool. You guys head over to the next room and look in the slot, and this guy is in there. He's to the right of the alchemical symbols. He's wearing a fight mask.
That doesn't look good.
Oh, I'm sure he's fine. And he's sitting on his bed, and behind him you can see some letters, but his body's blocking it. He looks with interest at the slot and says,
Maybe they don't want him to talk.
He's out here.
And his hands are bind in these straitjackets, correct?
Oh, yeah. He is really thoroughly restrained, although it looks like he is able to get up and walk around. But
Wait a minute. Let me see here. I guess I looked at the guy, said, should you want me to remove his mask?
Probably not a good idea.
I think that's advisable.
Advisable?
No, I don't advise it. I
Okay.
don't. He's a spitter or a biter.
Neither of those are very fun.
Have him step aside. Step aside, sir. Step aside. No.
My nose, it is. My nose, it is.
Rub it against the wall.
I can't get the mask over my nose.
Well, when your mask will rub your nose as you're doing it, it'll help.
He gets up and goes over to the wall to rub his mask against it, revealing the letters ADHOSSW. Again, that is Alpha, Delta, Hotel, Oscar, Sierra, Sierra, Whiskey. He's currently scraping his face back and forth across the wall to do it. Oh, that's all right. Thank you very much, he says.
There's nothing else in the room that we can see?
Nothing out of the ordinary. He has no windows. He has the bed, just the usual kind of crappy, old, whitish walls and stuff.
ADHOSSW.
He seems a delightful fellow.
Shadow.
Thank you.
Shadows. Girl.
All right. Second to last door.
You guys head over to the other door, and I think, yes, I missed one. I suck. No problem. When you look through the slot, it appears to be a hallway, and then it opens out into a room, and you notice that the lock is not locked on this one, and there seems to be a shit ton of those white-faced things in there. Some are wearing nurses' hats, others are wearing stethoscopes, and they're all sitting before a stage that has instruments and a conductor who appears to be a regular person who is fidgeting with his wand and tapping it and looking around impatiently. There appear to be instruments up on the stage as well.
But no people.
Not
For the
instruments. Yeah, there's an audience, but no people. The instruments, give me spot hidden rolls to see them clearly. One of them is kind of obvious, but you could be mistaken on what it is unless you make your spot hidden rolls.
I nailed it.
I think I did that. One second.
I think I might have critted it. Right?
Not a crit.
Yeah, no.
Generally, until you get freakishly good at a skill, you
I
need to
got
get under 10 to crit. Those who made it, the instruments are a harpsichord, violin, and an oboe. There's also sheet music.
Okay.
There's about, you can't see the whole crowd from here, but there's more than 20 for sure.
All right, so I think we should leave it alone. I don't know about you.
What's that, Corey?
He's muted.
He's got to leave for a second.
I have to step away from the keyboard for a second. Hang on.
Roger.
Did you say there was an orchestra guy up top there too?
Conductor, yes.
And what is he doing? Just standing by?
He's waiting and looking anxious or irritated or impatient or something.
That's you.
Well, he doesn't know you guys are there, so he's just looking around like. Nah.
I would like to see what we look like. There's no mirrors in here, too, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Well, nothing you can see. You can't see the whole room from back here.
Did we open the door? Did we actually open the door? Or
No, you've opened the
Oh.
slot. You guys are cautious. Even though the door's not locked, you just opened the slot.
I don't think we should, because I feel like either we would be mistaken for musicians,
Well,
or
I have a hospital gown on, or a doctor's thing.
Well,
You're an orderly. The only thing we'd have to worry about is Doc Steven, who still hasn't removed his Lunatic shirt.
I think as well, like, because we're the only like people with faces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that does make you a little different.
The conductor has a face?
Yes.
So
I mean, they listened to everything we said to them to do, leave and this, whatever, so they haven't been any harm to us. I'm going to crack the door open.
Whoa, okay. There's one more door left. We could do that and then go here, just in case.
She's already picking up the paranoia that people who've been playing with me for a while have. So, well done, you.
This is door number 10, right?
All right.
Yeah.
You got
one more door left.
All right, I'll do that. That's fair enough.
All right, no problem. You guys go over and check out the last door and see something fairly creepy and ominous, but not sanity draining. By the way, longer that Doc Stevens is here, you notice the more and more the Lunatic shirt seems to fit him. Odd that.
Is this the room with the doors all open?
Oh, shit, I uncovered the wrong one. Ignore that. That's just a random hallway. It's the one next to it. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It looks like stairs going down, and it's the kind of stairs that you go round and round the big square and keep going down.
Oh.
If you want to get there quicker, you just jump into the middle, and then you go, and
So they go down or they go up?
down.
How far does it look like?
You're going to guess 3, 4, 5 floors, something like that. It seems.
Well, we do know that we're not on the first floor from some other window that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Is it about the same distance from the pool? How if you would have went down into the water?
Yes. Now that you mention it, you're thinking this is quite possible. I mean, you don't have a great view from here, but yes. And this door does not have the observation slot, so you have to crack the door to see it. But yes.
Right. And this was the final door.
Yes.
So we have multiple options.
Yes. So many options.
So many options.
So considering this the last door, and obviously it's a doorway just to go to other floors.
Mm-hmm.
We either do that or we have the option of checking out the band room a little bit further.
Mm-hmm.
So it depends on what our motivation is. If our motivation is to get out, I'd say going downstairs is probably the best idea.
Well, I think our motivation is to find out what these words are.
Yeah, because they probably will help us get out.
And I'm wondering if anything maybe might be on these sheets of music.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Take a card there, John.
I gotta discard some cards, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
While you guys plot and scheme, and Corey's doing whatever the hell he's doing, I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
I'm thinking that maybe, possibly, what they're writing down could be, if they're listening to music, I don't know, maybe they bring the patients in here to listen to music.
Yeah.
And they're writing down what they're hearing.
Yeah. Or like maybe it's some type of event for the staff. So here's my thing that I should probably just say. Is that so the faceless people need other people to tell them what to do, correct?
Yes.
But we haven't seen any actual people, so how do they know what they're doing?
I think it has to do with the alien. I don't know. I think this is all kind of alien oriented with time zones.
Or
It's the only thing I can think of.
it could just be crazy.
So,
Just a thought.
what phrase did you guys come up with, if anything, yet?
I don't know. We're more just doing letters. We're more just doing words based on the letters we got. So we're not like mashing them all together yet. And I think once we get all the words, or most of them, we can add them all. We can put them into a phrase. Maybe.
Are you and your dad on Facebook too?
I don't use it a lot, but yeah. And he is.
What's your I'll send him a friend request that way. What's he under? Corey something, or use a different name?
Yeah, he's under Corey.
Okay, hello. All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
So the words so far are be, sit, to, zog, should, die, will, I, shadows. And then I don't know if you found any more words.
We didn't find any more. So we found some stairs going down, which we already knew would probably be a possibility. But we're thinking to go into the stage area.
To look at the sheet of music to see what it says.
Yeah.
Okay. But we have to be careful because we don't fit in there. And we don't know how they'll react.
Well, I fit in there. But I mean, they're faceless orderlies, and
no, they're not. They're military people.
no, the stage area had people. There was a conductor up there with the faceless orderlies and nurses waiting for like a band or somebody to come in.
Oh, so not the room that we were in.
Nah, it's different. Yeah. And we recognized the instruments, and there's some sheets of music, and I'm thinking possibly that the sheets of music may unscramble or maybe have what we've been trying to write down.
Or we could take that sheet music, bring it to the conductor of the big band, and have him sub in that music and have him play it, see if it changes anything or does anything significant.
Yeah. I mean, this is the only room left to do something.
It's notes and not letters.
I think we definitely have to go in and investigate this other room because we didn't.
Yeah. I feel like that'd be a good idea.
So back to the other room.
Yes, back to, well, we're going to room 10, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem walking in there. If you guys want to wait outside to see what happens.
Yeah, we should probably wait outside. I don't like the idea of all three of us going into a lockable door.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. When you walk in there, the conductor looks at you and he goes, "Where are the other two? Hurry up! Time is precious." He motions toward the instrument.
Does it happen?
I go back and I say, the conductor's asking for you two guys as well.
To play the instruments, right? Because this is exactly what I thought would happen.
So
we don't know how to play any of those instruments.
Actually, you know how to play every instrument. Badly.
Oh.
You have everything at learn.
Oh.
All right, so shall we go in?
Sure.
Why not?
It's another dance-off, he thinks.
Only one way to find out.
You guys head in and go on up to the stage. You discover that the sheet music does indeed just have music on there. It doesn't have any mysterious messages, unless playing the notes correctly gives you some sort of mysterious message. It's impossible to tell. And the conductor goes, at last, and he triumphantly raises his stick. Who's taking what instrument, please?
There's a harp, an oboe.
No, harpsichord. It's like an old piano.
Guess I heard you wrong.
Who wants to do piano? I'll do piano.
Harpsichord.
Yeah.
All right. Who's got violin? Who's got oboe?
Wait, what do you want to do?
I don't care. Whatever's left.
I'll do the oboe and you can do the violin. Okay.
Right. Everybody, give me your play instrument roll for the instrument itself. If you make it, you not only get a check and learn, but then you get a check and play musical instrument and then listing the specific instrument. You just have to roll mind-bogglingly low.
Wow. I nailed it with a 3.
Oh, no.
So, Corey, you're on the edge there. Is that your learn?
Learn is 14, so yes.
Yes. Take a check in learn. Take a check in the instrument. You get a check in harpsichord there, John.
And learn too, correct?
Yes. And right, the conductor spends most of his time screaming at the lady. He's like, "It's so close to working. You must." And then you notice about 20 of the crowd. The crowd is about 60 people. About 20 of them get up and float out, leaving the door open. And he goes, "Let us try again from the top. Everybody give me a new play instrument roll."
Okay.
Lovely.
Nope, still terrible.
He bangs his stick on the thing.
Nah.
Now you're throwing everybody else off, he screams. You notice roughly 20 more of the crowd get up and float off. "Let's try it again, but this time with feeling," he says. Everybody roll one more time. Oh, there you go. You get a check in learn and a check in the playing that specific instrument. And yes, 2 of the 3 again. Now he is screaming at the harpsichord guy, "Why can't you work it?"
I'm upset because everybody's leaving.
Now there's only one audience member left. One last. He's frothing a bit at the mouth. "Time. We must do it correctly this time." So, one last musical instrument from everybody, and good luck.